Oh, right, okay, the hard part now. Vicki, I say it often enough, but could never mean it more than right now. You are just beautiful. I'd also like to say how lucky I am to find such a supportive wife who'll be by my side when I'm at my best, at my worst, and who'll accompany me to an afternoon showing of Top Gun.
Now, I'm under instruction not to embarrass you, but from the moment you were born, 6 weeks premature, where she lived her first few weeks in a plastic dish, she's been, of course, our only and therefore favourite daughter, and you have been the apple of our eye.
I pray, take you, Victoria, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part. So Victoria, will you say after me? I, Victoria, take you, Craig, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part, according to God's holy law. In the presence of God, I make this vow. Victoria, I give you this ring. As a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you. All that I am, I give to you. And all that I have, I share with you. Within the love of God. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Pray, I give you this ring.
As a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you. All that I am, I give to you. And all that I have, I share with you. Within the love of God. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. May these hands be blessed this day. May they always hold each other. May they have the strength to hang on during the storms of stress and the dark of disillusionment. May they remain tender and gentle as they nurture each other in their wondrous love. Craig and Victoria have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They've declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
So welcome everyone. My wife and I. So let me just say, this is the only time that Vicky's ever going to let me speak for both of us. So settle in, I've got a lot to say. I don't know. My wife and I would like to thank you all for being here today and making this the most special day of our lives. A lot of you have travelled great distances, and I'm stealing part of his speech now. We wrote it together, can you tell? But from people from California, thank you. Oxfordshire, Sweden, all the way from Scotland. Woo! Lincoln, I hope you got here okay. And New Zealand, obviously, my dad.
We didn't win the lottery, but today I think we can all feel lucky welcoming Craig and Dylan into our family. I can remember my first meeting with Craig, and I have to say I was impressed. You know, he was polite, and he was a man's man, and I don't know, he just struck a chord with me, and I liked him from day one. Yeah. Of course, he soon became a regular visitor with Dylan, and we watched you grow up into a fine young lad. And didn't he look smart today, everybody in his kilt? So, Craig, welcome to the family, our family. In truth, you've been part of our family from quite a while now, but we're really happy to welcome you as a son-in-law. You clearly love Vicki, and you look after her, and what more could a parent want for their daughter? So thank you.
I mean, let's face it, I knew it was a done deal. He'd been calling me son-in-law for the last 18 months, so it was going to happen. But it is still the most nerve-wracking thing to ask your girlfriend's dad for the blessing. And if you hadn't guessed it, he did say yes. I'm honoured to call your daughter my wife. Avoid the bathroom after she's been in. and spend the rest of my life with her by my side. Everything I love about Vicki comes from your love, respect, and deep-rooted values. So thank you both for raising such a beautiful young woman.
Ladies, gentlemen, and those that escaped south from beyond the wall. 15 years ago, I met Craig on a lonely weekend on the base we lived on over a few beers and a barbecue. This led to a rather romantic day of drinking cheap beer on the beach in Bournemouth, with Craig having to beg me for money to feed himself that day as he spent all his money on beer. As many of you know, Craig is now a crypto bro. Meaning, therefore, he is still spending most of his food money on beer. To Vicki, for this I apologise. Luckily for me, Craig met Vicki. It was a very modern match with a very well-known app responsible. Luckily for Craig, Vicki caught him after a recent stint abroad from a country that provides very good lighting and very good shadowing to edit his pictures. This also meant that Vicki's first impression was not Craig's wee Scottish accent. So here we are, your wedding day. Weddings have a lot of traditions and a lot of formalities. One tradition is the giving of the bride to the groom by the father. But as this is 2022, and we all know about equal opportunities, I have to ask, whose job is it to give the groom away? And I guess that falls to me. Vicki. Since meeting you, I have seen Craig grow from a boy to a man. From playing with model aeroplanes to modelling and planing your gorgeous home. I have genuinely never seen Craig this happy. So it is my honour as Craig's best man to give Craig away to you today.
Coming home, any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, running round the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. Never made it without you. Heaven knows.
Let me just say, there's literally no one else I'd rather bagpack around European airports with. Last page, woo! I'm over the moon with how this has turned out. The venue, your vision, your eye for detail, asking my opinion but ultimately choosing your own. Oh my God, the organisation, the colour-coded spreadsheets, the timeline, the running order. It's a mystery why you're late today. I presume that's your dad's fault. Vicki, I knew when I was watching you looking through the hotel observatory. What's that again? Vicki, I knew when I was watching you looking at the stars through the hotel observatory telescope that you were the one I wanted to marry, and here we are. You make me the happiest man alive, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together.